Agriculture is by far the single most important economic activity in Africa as it provides employment for about two-thirds of the continent's. In Uganda, most households and communities are dependent on subsistence farming as the main source of income. Over the years, there has been great need to shift from subsistence to commercial agriculture that has proven to be sustainable in the long run.
Several months ago, we were talking about with our partners about how they could move towards dependence to sustainability. In that meeting, we came to a conclusion that every organization that we are partner here are composed by the people who know how to work the land.
ThinkSpace Africa has been coming alongside local organizations by supporting them to provide lasting solutions to the challenges facing their communities. Under this initiative, they have brought together Bringing Hope to the Family and Noah's Ark in Chenjojo District, Uganda, and Rebuilders Ministry from Bunia, DRC, to conduct research in form of agriculture study tours of different farms within the Rwenzori region.
Wow, we are really excited this week. Three organizations, Bringing Up to the Family, Noah's Ark, and Rebuilder Ministry. As you embark on the tour to be able to see different activities, crop production, animal husbandry, and irrigation system. This is going to be exciting in different organizations. Wow! Wow!
The purpose of this tour is to learn successful agricultural practices and farming strategies that can be adopted to achieve self-reliance and sustainability in their organization.
They are people from the earth. They had come from an experience of subsistence farming. But now, as the organizations grow, there was a need of different instruments, different approach to the land issue. Then became an idea, should we spend some time in Uganda visiting different farms and find a way to be more effective in the production of food, first for the children in the orphanage and the schools that they take care in the different projects, and also for the market. So there we came.
I was glad to see one of our objectives as an organization, that is food security. And in one of the farms that we visited, I was able to see the storage facility, which we have always wanted to see and learn from. So that gave me a lot of joy to know that it is possible to have the silos and then the entire process. So that was one of the greater things that made my week very, very successful. The other thing that really inspired me was the power of specialization. There are very many people that had specialized in different things. Some of them specialized in vegetables, others specialized in coffee, others specialized in avocado. So very many different things. And with specialization, everyone can be able to do what they feel they can achieve best and more.
Welcome to Kasenda Estate. It's seated on 2,000 hectares of land. It comprises of a number of crops. Coffee being basically a plant which is mostly grown. Almost 30% of the land comprises of bananas. 50% of the land comprises of coffee. 5% of the land comprises of cocoa, and the other cereal crops.
I have been inspired by the green sugar, stevia.
Hey guys, I've been inspired by this, the way how coffee is put in greenhouse, and I wish it would be introduced at our farm, bring hope to the family.
Ekinsemize kiro kino niko kurora greenhouse kama takagiroraga.
Atuka serinya mena kuta kisi biku napanda tomate hapa, inanifurahisha sana, na mimi vile nitaenda panda kule kwetu gisi wanapanda hapa. Jua hakuna kitu utafautisho tena sana ama nini, hapana, kutu wameliore kitu kidogo yenye mena kutana hapa.
Especially on this farm, what has really inspired me is the passion fruit, because according to the farmer you have to plant and in 2 years you harvest throughout, and it is really good and brings back their profit.
Vraiment leur façon d'aménager donc la tuyauterie ici pour alimenter donc les plantes en eau m'a vraiment impressionné, et nous allons appliquer ça ici chez nous. Vraiment, je sais que comme la banane c'est une culture qui aime beaucoup d'eau, assez d'eau, et si nous appliquons ça chez nous, nous pouvons produire des bananes, vraiment des gros régimes qui vont nous aider aussi chez nous, et on peut faire beaucoup d'argent avec ça.
This week's farm visit brought in a number of lessons to my life and to the entire organization, and I'm so happy. And one of them has been the issue of the key factors of production, and that is land. If you're going to be successful in in agriculture, you need to have land. And then the other very important lesson was the involvement of women in the production lane. Like we visited one of the farms where the woman would run the entire show. That means she was fully empowered, and then she could also bring in sustainability in one way or the other. And last but not least is the issue of science, the role of science in successful agriculture. For instance, I managed to see the maize sorting machine that sorts the worst, the best, and even at the first point it actually takes the dust out. And you know what? This taught me some kind of an example of what will happen when Jesus comes back. He's like to take us through a machine and then sort us. Worst good, and then the best with a premium price, and the worst thrown away. Oh my goodness.
What really inspired me in this week's field visit, I was actually inspired by how the hybrids are bred. The way how the man in the field explained about it, actually how you put the male and the female in that ratio really inspired me, and the whole process really made me go crazy. Another thing which inspired me actually when we visited Mubuku Irrigation Settlement Scheme was to find out that they're actually using fire irrigation, beating my assumption that they use sprinklers, they use hose guns, they use this one drip irrigation. I was actually amazed.
Guys, you don't know, we have been going all these places, visiting farms, but I've not told you. Man, for me I had the anxiety of the irrigation scheme. In fact, even I had prepared, you can see the dam. If I got chance for getting the implements for pumping the water to my tank, then I have the water here to irrigate my crops, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
Attaquez-moi vétérinaire, ce qui m'a intéressé est les normes des conditions de l'élevage, la traité de l'élevage, les techniques de l'élevage, il y a l'alimentation de l'élevage des animaux, disons. Il y a la suivi de l'hygiène, il y a la traité de pâturage dans les enclos, les tables, des vaches laitières, les chèvres, les poulaillers. Vraiment, ça m'a beaucoup intéressé.
This 1 week of learning experience has been life-changing, especially for my team. I have a veterinarian and an agronomist who are graduates, yet upon spending this week, themselves confessed that this was moving from theory into practice. Whatever they learned for many years in the university was just theory and books, but now seeing it and finding people doing it, in many cases without all this university knowledge, it was very challenging, inspiring, also informing and transforming for them.
I'm grateful for this opportunity that we've been granted through Thin Space Africa and our other partners, Rebuilders Ministry, Noah's Ark, and us Bring Up to the Family. It is special that we've been able to tour around and see different agricultural fields, animal husbandry, crop husbandry, and more so the irrigation systems around different farms.
Our sincere appreciation to Thin Space Africa. Thank you so much for bringing us together as organizations, and that has brought in a lot. By the way, because of this week, there is a lot that we have come up with as an organization. This is what we're going to be doing. Actually, one of the things that we really need to do is, first of all, we have formulated our objectives for the farm. Number one, we want to do agriculture as a training center, first of all, for our caregivers and the community, because we have realized community is very key. And number two, we want to do agriculture for business, for income generation, so as you never know, we could self-rely or sustain in as far as incomes are concerned. And number three, it is going to be for purposes of food production, for food security purposes, and that way we can be able to raise something for the home and reduce on expenditure.
This week that we have spent in Fort Portal and Kaihura and visiting different farms, learning from what they've been doing has been very, very inspiring and informing and transforming. We really appreciate the opportunity to learn from our sister organization, Bringing Hope to the Family, and Noah's Ark. This has been very, very, very encouraging.
As Bring Up to the Family, we already have the land, and this is Sekera Farm, and already on the farm we have bananas, we have vegetables that we've been also having, we have the piggery and the cow shed, whereby we have 3 heifers that we are milking. But as through this tour, we've been able to achieve a variety of experience and knowledge, whereby we want to improve. One of it is to have irrigation system, whereby we can have production throughout there. Secondly, we've been able to go in there and see how they are doing with poultry, and we have introduced poultry project as our new project this season, which is through this experience that we have gained. So we hope that we shall have better production under poultry. And also we have got more improved pasture that adds on the production of milk, which will enable us to have more milk that can be of a great importance to our children in the home.
So what we take with us as rebuilders, number one is improving on our vegetable production. The second thing is we want to introduce on a bigger scale the bananas, and the third thing we want to take with us is water. We have discovered that water is key into every kind of work which needs to be done on a farm.
Farms this week, 16 of us jumped on a van and we went from farm to farm And I was very impressed by the way that the farmers here in Uganda were open everything, telling their stories, their farmer secrets, sharing about crops production, yield, and fertilizer and organic fertilizer and everything. Even their books they were sharing with us. It showed me once more that the solutions for the problems and issues that sometimes we think that Africa has, the solution belongs to the people of Africa. And for me, I think it's such a privilege to be in this part of the world and seeing people filled with passion to transform their own realities, build new realities for their community. I can't wait, guys, to have some of you with me. You should come and jump with me. Scott and I organize at least one trip a year, and I would love for you guys to join us in this amazing journey when we see people from these communities working to transform their world by themselves. What a privilege it is. Come with us.